All right, we are live. What's up, guys? This is Eric Notowski with Divine Fire Studios coming at you. Got some awesome art to show you, and I'm super excited about this. Let me pull up the chat on my phone so I could see what you guys are saying here. Give me 1 second. Hope you guys are all doing good. And there we go. All right. Coming at you from my Mac this time around. Got this new headset going. It looks like I'm a helicopter pilot, but it's all good. It works. My last one during Drawn and Quartered died, and so I had to get a new one real quick. But get all this crap on my desk. So yeah, so if I look like a helicopter pilot, I'm not in a helicopter. My cluttered, dirty drawing room is my office. So, all right, guys, let me screen share, and I'm going to show you some awesomeness. Let's go. I'll just share the entire screen. Boom, boom. There it is. So this is, oh, get out of here. This is the promo art for Shadow Sentry. This is full color, and it is finalized and ready to go. And it is just amazing. Let me pull up the line art real quick. Boom. So here are my lines. And then it's just amazing what happens after you add some color. Let me go here. And boom. There you go. Rodwell Stevens looks fantastic. It is fantastic. It is amazing. And so this is for the IDIEGOGO project I'm working on, Inktober 2018. This is the funding I'm raising for that is going towards starting the Shadow Sentry comic book. And so this is just a little taste, a little teaser of the team. And I want to do a full 48-page comic book come later this year. So this is step 1. And this is actually going to be in Inktober 2018. So you can, if you do get the book, you will see that full colored in the book and amazing. And then here, let me show you. Here it is with the title. Boom! Shadow Sentry. So I'm super stoked to share this with you guys. Carbon Studios colored this, and it just looks amazing. Super good job. And for those of you who don't know, here's the characters real quick. We have Glare on the bottom. She's the female. Ganon with his gun shooting. Brazen is in the middle with a sword. Midst is in the back there with his power. And then Deke is flying in. And then Cogent is the big dude in the back. So those are some of the characters. If you haven't heard me talk about them yet, Glare, she harnesses the power of light in a few different ways, and she could use it to kind of like creep into your mind and you know, kind of mingle around in there using her light power. Ganon, he is the only one on the team. Okay, so let me back up. Shadow Sentry group, if you haven't heard me tell it yet, they are a group of superpowered beings, and they get their powers from traveling to the other realms. So they have near-death experiences, and when they die and they come back, they bring a part of the supernatural with them, part of like the eternal realm. And so it gives them these abilities to defy the laws that govern the world around us. Sorry, getting a little sick here. My throat's a little scratchy. So yeah, so Ganon, he's one of the only team members that hasn't had a near-death experience. So he doesn't have supernatural powers as much as he's just a badass dude with some guns, and he can kick butt. He has military training, and he is friends with the other leader, not pictured here. His name is Noble. He's kind of like the head commander, if you will, of the team. And then Brazen, he's the second in command. He wields a supernatural sword and has heightened abilities, supernatural strength, speed, agility, things like that. Really good fighter, and so he's a second in command. Really good leader. Midst, the mystical looking dude with the big cloak. He is sorry, this stupid thing. It's like there's this huge long coordinates bugging the crap out of me. So anyway, Midst is more of the mystical type dude, the intellect, and he has some powers. I don't want to give too much away from him. I really like his character. I kind of want to save a few surprises for you. But let's just say he's also the teleporter of the team and helps them get to where they need to go, but also has some other cool abilities. Deke, the guy flying here, he controls momentum and gravity, so he can fly really fast and through things and things like that. Cogent in the back controls momentum as well. He's a naturally big guy. His power is not strength or anything like that, but he's able to pick up objects and using kinetic energy kind of and momentum force those objects at will, and doesn't even have to move his arm. He just chucks it, just uses his power. So there you go. Rodwell Stevens, are they born with powers? I just mentioned that, but again, they have near-death experiences, and when they travel to the other side, to the Eternal, they come back with supernatural powers. So nope, they're not born with them. They do get these through other means. So there's the Hellborn and there's the Highborn. So the Highborn obviously go to the highest heights and come back with supernatural powers, and then the Hellborn go to the farthest depths, and when they come back, they have powers that, excuse me, are a little darker in nature. So some of them are, there's Bloodbane, there's Hopscotch, Torture. Vengeant is the leader of the Hellborn group. So a few of the characters you will see, but again, this is just a taste, and wanted to give you guys a sneak peek at this full color pick, and looks super cool. I'm really excited about it. So let me journey on over. Let me see if I have a Indiegogo page. Boom. Let me refresh. So for the Indiegogo book, Inktober 2018, currently we are at, let me see, 1775, 44% there, almost 50%. We have 41 days left. So not too bad. Not too bad. 40 days. I think we can hit the goal of 4,000. And yeah. So I'm going to post an update. I'll be posting the full colors here for everyone to see. And we have 1 out of 31 claimed for the originalist, which is you get an actual original piece of art from the Inktober book. And these are all sketches from Inktober. If you're not familiar with it, Inktober is a challenge for artists for the month of October where you draw something every day and you post it on social media, Instagram or Twitter or whatever. And so I did 31 of these. I did a bunch from my favorite Image Comics stuff back from the 90s. So I got a bunch of Wildcats. There's Savage Dragon, Spawn. There's Hellspawn here, Catelyn Fairchild. So if you get the originalist, you're actually getting an original piece of art, original one of these illustrations, and you could take your pick. So I do have a list of all the different characters I drew. Blah, 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 somewhere in here, right here, in the specifics, tell you all the characters. And then there are also 10 Shadow Sentry characters that will be in the back. So that, again, is kind of like a, what's up, Nighthawk Warrior? What's going on? So the Inktober book is an art book, but it's also giving you a sneak peek at the Shadow Sentry, which is kind of the main point, because I want to, the whole reason for raising the funds is for the Shadow Sentry book. So I want to get that going. I want to get started and be able to work on that full time. And so that's going to help with that. And we have $1 here just because you care. $5 gets you the digital download of Inktober. The actual book itself is $15, and that's the regular Inktober book. And here's the cover right here with Warblade on there, one of my favorite illustrations from the book. And then if you want to get two, go ahead, $25. I knock $5 off there for you. And now here we have, excuse me, I feel like I have to cough again. I need some water. Should have thought about that. But real quick, Rodwell Stevens says, do they exist on planet Earth, or is the story set in its own made-up world? It's not its own made-up world. It's more like, it'd be like present day. It'd be on Earth. It actually takes place in Philadelphia. And yeah, I mean, there's, you know, a few things in there that's going to be like, well, it can't happen. And, you know, so it's obviously, I take some liberties, but it's definitely takes place on Earth, you know, real places and things like that. So it's not like total made up sci-fi fantasy kind of deal. Yeah, let me know if you have any more questions about the book. So some previously published work that I'm offering during this campaign. So that way you can get a look at some of my work that I've done. One of those books is Samson, the Nazarite. And there's 2 books made. The guy from Rooted Chronicles has given me some of volume 1, so I'm offering them both. So you can get your hands on volume 1 and volume 2. And volume 2 is, I did about 17 pages or so, 16, 17 pages in there. And there's 2 artists, myself and another guy. He did like the first part, I did the second. And I got to handle the slaying of the 1,000 Philistines. So that's pretty cool. And you can see here the cover to volume 2 was done by Mike S. Miller. And it's got Samson with the 2 jawbones, and he's just going nuts. So that's a pretty cool cover there. Again, Mike did that. I also have the art of Eric Notowski, volume 1, which is all black and white. And that's like, I want to say 45 pages of art from start to finish. There's sketches, there's comic pages finalized, there's some sketches of pages. There's like a mini Batman comic that I made up, a little short story that's in there. Just a whole bunch of stuff. So hands, feet, faces, you name it, just doodles. And then there's, you know, superheroes and a little bit of everything. There's Ninja Turtles. So this art book is really cool in that it has kind of like many, many years of art in it. And it's good for like an artist who wants to see how things are done in the sketch version and finalized, and then just, you know, if you like art in general. So that's a cool book. I designed it from front to back. So there's a lot of cool things in there. There's quotes, things like that. And then obviously you get Inktober as well. That's $35. This one here, 45. This is Monomyth, a book I worked on a few years ago as well. This one is 3 issues of comic, and it actually comes out to about 100 pages total, because there were 30 pages each in the issues that we did, plus a little bit extra that we added on the back end. And you get the art of Eric Notowski, little Ashcan full color with Thundercats on the cover. And hold on. Hey, Bethany, thanks for joining us. Hope all is well. Let me close my door real quick. Be right back. All right. Sorry about that. Nighthawk Warrior asks, how many characters are in the universe known as Shadow Sentry? There are a lot. There are a lot. I can't give you the number. I don't know. I'd have to count. But I've created a whole lot of characters for the universe. So and in the first story arc, you're going to get a look at all the main characters. What are you doing, Cole?
You got new baby chicks.
No, you did not.
Kidding.
You better be kidding. I'll give you a... Hold on a second. Cole,
Yeah.
Are you kidding? You didn't get new baby chicks?
No.
Okay, that'd be cool though. Okay. All right, we had to go get new chicken bedding for our chickens. We have 9 chickens, and we ran out of the bedding for their coop, so I had to do that. And then my little man's telling me they got new chicks, which wouldn't put it past my wife to go grab some new chickies. But anyway, so where were we? Okay. So sorry, Nighthawk Warrior. I can't give you an exact count, but there are a lot. There's the Shadow Sentry itself, which probably has 9 characters. Then there's the villains. They probably have a similar amount. But there's also other characters. Yeah, that it's hard to get into without telling you the whole story. So you're just gonna have to buy the book, man. But as we get closer, I'll share more details and stuff. But hope that satisfies your appetite for now, buddy. Yep, chicks. Chicks isn't chickens. Little baby chicks. All right, so Monomyth. You also get the Ashcan full color art book there with the Indiegogo book. That's $45. Now here's a cool one, $75, and you get a sketch cover variant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this book. The cover will have a blank area here. So instead of Warblade right here on the cover, this will be blank, and I will draw a character of your choice. Headshot, any character. Go ahead, take your pick. $75. And let's see, did I? And you will also get an additional Inktober 2018 regular version, just because that's cool. All right, and then lastly, the $300 collector perk is a little bit of everything. Now, the Hand of the Morningstar book, these are 2 huge tomes because they collect, gosh, I want to say 500 pages each of this series called Hand of the Morningstar. And I put a little promo video that came out when we started doing these, and a little bit of background. Mike Miller, when I started interning with him at Alias Comics, they started doing these Z graphic novels, and Hand of the Morningstar was one of them. So this is a cool little. Let me see if I don't know if you can hear it or not, but so this is all Mike's artwork from book 1. This is Titan. Love how they try to make it so exciting. So anyway, if you want to watch that, go for it. This is just a little sneak peek. Here are the covers. So there's 4 volumes in each book. There's 2 books for 8 total. Mike S. Miller did the first 2 volumes, and I did 6 through 8. So that's a grand total of like 1,000-something pages. Plus, I'm throwing in the 2 Samson books, Monomyth, The Art of Eric Notowski, and the other art book, as well as, obviously, you will get Inktober 2018. So that is the collector. Oh, and I'm going to throw in an original sketch done in the same style as the Inktober sketches, character of your choice, bada bing, bada boom. $300, the collector. That's a really cool perk. I only have 2 of them because I only have 2 of the Hand of the Morningstar books. So I'm only offering 2. So that's a really cool perk. Get some original art and like over 1,000 pages of comic book and art and everything else. So, and here we go. And if you go to the page, the Inktober page, you will get some info on the Shadow Sentry. I also have a Facebook page where you can go to. It's Shadow Sentry Comic. Just search that on Facebook. That will pop up. And so I'll be posting more stuff about the book, after the campaign is over. So if you want to follow me there, you can get in the know, follow the good stuff. I'm going to be posting about that. And here's some of the characters from the Inktober sketchbook. We have the Angel Evangelion. He's a cool beast looking angel dude. Ganon here in the middle, and then Deacon. Deacon is part of the XI Hunters. So Nighthawk Warrior. Some other characters that do come into play later on. One of them is Deacon. He's like, special government operative tasked with hunting down these new superpower beings that are showing up. And Let me see here. Do I give information on the Shadow Sentry? If I don't, I will. But the crown of this book is Shadow Sentry characters. Well, that's wrong. Goal is for you to take a look back, but also take a look forward at what is to come. And my hope is that you will get as excited as I am. So goal is, that is correct, but my goal is for you guys to get excited about the Shadow Sentry and back the book because you like the Shadow Sentry. You'll be getting a sneak peek at 10 of my characters I've created for Shadow Sentry. By the time Inktober ships, you'll see the team image above, fully colored, and in the book to really showcase the team, which hold on. I just shared with you. Boom! There it is. There is the full color image. And that's just fantastic. So that will get you even more excited, hopefully. And in the book, you'll see other villains like Bloodbane, Hopscotch, Vengeant, and the elite government operative, part of the Exile Hunters Deacon. Yeah. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. And I'm 50%, almost 50% of the way there with funding. So if you guys like what you see, please tell anyone and everyone you can think of. And this is what is to come. This is a little sneak peek at the Shadow Sentry. And yeah, I'm excited to get rolling on it more on a full-time basis and start pumping out some pages. The script is, I have probably the first part of the script already. Well, the whole thing is laid out, but then I got to go in and add all the dialogue and things like that in some areas. But it is ready to go. So by you guys supporting Inktober 2018, which I know some of you have already, so thank you. You'll be helping get Shadow Sentry out there and into the Comicsgate realm and offered up as a book on Indiegogo at the end of the year. So that is my plan. I hope you guys are into it. I hope you like it. And I hope you will join me. So there's a little close-up. Boom. So again, real quick, this is Glare. Ganon with the guns. Brazen with his sword. His name is Dathan, so I like to call him Dathan the Brazen. Midst back here. Deke and Cogent. He's looking sweet. The Shadow Sentry. Awesome. Cool, guys. Well, I just wanted to show you this awesome art. I'm going to head out. I got some work to do. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I hope the weather is nice where you're at. And yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to post an update on Indiegogo with this art with the full colors, and then I'll also go over to the Facebook page and post this as well. So if you want to scoop it up, feel free to share it out on social media, tweet it. I don't care, but just let people know about it. Awesome sauce. All right, guys, stop screen sharing, and I will say peace out. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.